All right, well, you may not have known this, but National Kale Day was earlier this month. This superfood has its own holiday, actually. What makes this leafy green so good for us? Well, Debbie Zeri from Garninuity joins us this morning with what makes kale so special. It is really good for you. You want to get it into your diet, whether you like it or not. I have to be honest, Debbie, I'm not a huge kale fan, but it should be in your diet, right?
Absolutely. And you can see kale has grown in popularity by leaps and bounds. Kale is the new spinach. You know, spinach was so
Spinach
popular.
is out now, right?
Spinach is so yesterday.
What are we talking, like 2 or 3 years ago that kale came about, or was it longer than that?
Yeah, you know, actually before, about 10 years ago, the biggest producer of kale was Pizza Hut, because they just use it as a garnish.
Oh, wow.
Until they realized how healthy it is for
And then they had to get rid of it.
Yeah, they didn't want it anymore.
Now, let's talk about some health facts about kale that you might not have known about. First of all, it has 3 times as much calcium as a glass of milk.
Isn't that amazing?
You know, that little leaf right there?
Yeah,
okay.
And it also has more vitamin C than an orange, more vitamin A than any other leafy green, and 600% of your daily dose of vitamin K. So it's packed full of all sorts of nutrients. But the best thing about it is it's only 33 calories for 1 cup, and the nutrients are more available when they're mixed with other food. So that's why it's good to hide them in recipes.
Hide it, and your kids won't even know it, right?
That's right.
As in chocolate chip cookies.
Yep.
Look at those. Kale cookies, little specks of green in there. That might freak people out a little bit.
Might.
But hey,
I used a lot.
This cookie tastes just like any other cookie, so go ahead and give it a try. Chris Mulcahy is going to try it in a second. What are we making over here with the blender?
Okay, now this is going to be a dark chocolate and cherry smoothie that just happens to have a little kale in it.
Kale smoothie.
So we're going to use some almond milk, some
wash
frozen.
the cookies down.
That's right.
And does kale grow in anybody's garden?
Yes.
And is it easy to do?
Easily. And it's a cool season crop, so this is the time to grow kale. So let's flip this on.
All right. Just like any other smoothie, you just want to blend it up nice and fine.
That's it. You're good to go.
Let's see what color comes out of there.
See, look, it's just
like a chocolate shake.
No problem.
Beautiful.
Try that. See what you think.
I'll try this. Actually, that is very good.
You don't taste kale, do you?
No, I don't. You hid the kale well. Yeah, you little tricker. All right, this is the cookie, and it goes well with that.
Yep.
So how easy to make the cookies?
You know what I did? I just took a bag of Betty Crocker chocolate cookie mix and then put some kale in it.
How do you chop up the kale up?
I just chopped it up fine, or you can put it in a food processor and then just put it right in your dough and then bake it.
Is there any other resources that people can go to look at your website for other recipes?
Yeah, and a lot of these recipes were taken from a book called 50 Shades of Kale by Dr. Drew Ramsey.
Sounds scandalous.
Yeah. But it's fabulous, and it really has an array of recipes that make kale delicious.
All right, 50 Shades of Kale, movie coming out soon. We'll have all of today's recipes on fox45now.com. Debbie, thanks so much for joining us.